radio guy.
That's the radio guy.
Because I am just ready to shoot
your load.
ready to shoot my load right now.
And take a nap.
Wow, we almost both said shoot your load at the exact same time.
Not good. Not good, guy.
That's why we're so far apart here in the studio.
Physically.
All right, number one country or the number four country? Australia.
I almost said Australia.
Yeah, the Australian women are very adventurous.
Is you just watching the Travel Channel?
No. I know that for a fact because I many years ago in New York City, I dated transient Australian women who were traveling around the world.
Yeah,
and we would get together and hang out and have a good time, and then she would they would just disappear the next day. Yeah, and no lie,
drifters.
This one, she's not a drifter. They weren't drifters.
Fucking drifters as they roll through Brooklyn. Anybody could pick off zombies wandering through Brooklyn.
They were world travelers looking for a place.
That sounds so much more cultural.
To rest their weary heads.
How did you talk them into it?
I left my door unlocked.
They left their homes to travel with a backpack all around the country. Yeah. You managed to nail it.
They had a backpack of free love, my friend.
Okay.
That's what they had.
Right.
Anyway, and then this one that I broke, that I stopped seeing, we didn't break up because we never had a relationship.
Yeah.
I ran into her, no lie, 6 weeks after in London. I ran into her. I was traveling and I was in London and she came walking down the street.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, hey, there you are.
Yeah. Conversation over. You both walked away.
Nothing happened in London.
Yeah, nothing.
Obviously, New York loving was much better than London loving.
So they're very adventurous.
They're very adventurous.
RC submits that they're very adventurous.
Australians are adventurous.
Okay. I've seen them like parasailing stuff on TV and go on like hikes and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
A little known fact, you go into any Outback Steakhouse, you can hook up with two waitresses.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're very adventurous.
Turns out those are just mutts using an Australian accent.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. All right, so that's number.
God, that's great. This is good stuff. Go.
Number three.
These are the places, by the way, in case
where you're most likely
to have
a menage a trois. Okay. All right, number three, the United Kingdom, Great Britain.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that one kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not blown away by it, but I don't get it.
Yeah, you seem very uptight.
Yeah, but usually a lot of times uptight is just it's a thin veneer. Right. And you just chip away at that veneer and go, hey, look, there's a freak underneath.
I bet Paul McCartney had some menage a trois, and he's British.
Well, he was a Beatle.
He probably had it with the other.
Presented themselves.
He had it with George and Ringo.
Here's my bush.
And it was the 60s.
Yeah.
So there was a lot.
Yeah.
That's where they got the song, and your bird can sing.
Yeah. You and I accidentally touched hands coming into the studio this morning, and that we apologized to each other. These guys were butt naked around each other.
All the time. Can you imagine? I can't wait. I can't wait for the other two to die. Because then the stories will come out.
That's so good.
We'll hear the real stories.
Yeah.
About what really happened.
That's good.
Yeah, I want to hear the groupie stories.
I can't
about
wait
the Beatles.
till the other two die.
Not that I'm wishing any harm on Paul or Ringo.
Right. Maybe Ringo.
All right. I met Ringo. Ringo shook my hand once. I've met a Beatle. Mm-hmm. All right. I met a Beatle. There you go. All right. So the number two, Brazil. That is just, they should just call that Brazil a trois.
Yeah.
Because it's just, Brazilian women are hot.
They're fun.
Brazilian men have skimpy bathing suits.
Yes.
It's
big butts, nice butts.
Big butts, and they cannot lie.
Let me say oi to my Brazilian ladies listening right now. Oi. And when you get the threesome with the Brazilian ladies, they say bada benz.
Right. And the beauty
congratulations. I think I pronounced that right. I don't know.
They're a very jealous group, too, aren't they? Brazilian women.
Well, yeah, they're passionate.
Yeah, they're very passionate.
But I think I got what you skipped right over that. When you get a threesome with them, they say bada benz. I think I'm pronouncing
bada
that.
benz?
Bada benz. It's congratulations. Or it means where's Lou standing? Oh, bada benz. On the street.
Really? Have you been to Brazil?
I have not. My cousin is married to a Brazilian lady. Beautiful.
Where's your wife from?
She is her family's from the Dominican Republic.
Well, your family, man. You're just going for all the. It's not Latino, is it? It's Central American.
Well,
is it Central American,
Spanish,
yeah,
Hispanic.
Yeah, your family is really doing a lot to erase the cultures, just to make one big beautiful culture.
We're smart.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
And Latin ladies have a lot of love.
I love Latin ladies.
Yes,
I love Latin ladies.
We're off track here, though.
Anyway,
Brazil.
so Brazil.
Yeah.
That's a good place. If you're going to have a menage a trois.
Here's the thing. I can't get off Brazil now. So my family is parts of my family are very, because I'm Italian and Irish, but my Irish part of the family is very nomadic. They're spread all over the country. I grew up in a very Italian culture here in the Northeast, but there are some crackers that have infiltrated our culture. And my mom is really kind of the most cracker lady in our family. And
very white.
She is so weird. Like, she just doesn't get it. Like, in the beginning, I think when my cousin, whose wife is Brazilian and speaks Portuguese, was around, and my wife, who's Dominican and speaks Spanish, was around, my mom was like, yeah, this is great. You guys could talk to each other. You could communicate. It's like, she didn't get that there were very different.
Right, but they looked similar.
Sure, so it's you guys are the same. You can speak to each other. Nah, ma, just sit the next few plays out.
All right, here it is. The number one country where you're most likely to have a menage a trois.
Right, we were on Brazil. Right. Number one country.
So to recap, it's Brazil, the United Kingdom, and Australia. Those are the bottom
it's
3.
Australia 4, United Kingdom 3,
right?
Brazil 2. Okay,
right. Number one country. You ready for this?
Yeah.
The United States of America.
Is that right?
That's right. Isn't that shocking?
It's actually less shocking that...
Nah, listen. Think of all the people that you know in your life. The people that you go to work with. The people that you pass daily on commuting. Do you see any of those people having a three-way?
Yes, and I'm going to give you the answer as to why. This is really simple to me. The rest of the world, what they do right is that they just go out and they try things and they experience things and they meet people. And while they have the same conveniences, modern technology that we do, they don't rely on it the way we do.
Right.
We in this country no longer go outside and make friends. We don't make friends. Everybody relies on conventions.
Yeah.
And forums. These people go to conventions all across the country. So you go to a place with like-minded people. You used to have to go seek these people out, and sometimes, trial and error, you get punched in the face asking people for certain things.
And
like, hey, I'm a furry. I like to dress up in costume and fuck somebody really hard while I'm dressed up like Roger Rabbit. And then you get punched in the face because not a lot of people are into that. Now, you just go online, make your reservation for the Holiday Inn in Sacramento, and you meet 7,000 people.
And you say you're going away on business.
Yeah.
I got a business trip this weekend.
Right.
Then why are you packing your Cookie Monster head?
Yes! But you see what I'm saying? There's no effort that goes into it anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So they happen. So the three-ways happen, yes, because there are more people actively looking for it, and there's easier access.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
From the internet, and they go to these conventions. There's conventions for everything.
Now, here's the next question. How do we get to one of these conventions?
Take a Greyhound. Really? It's a cost-effective way to get to the convention.
As if having a three-way couldn't get any grosser, any more disgusting.
Yeah.
With two people that you don't really like, you got to fucking take a Greyhound
bus,
which is the worst way to travel anywhere.
Yes.
So it's gross from the minute you decide to go to Port Authority, which is a shithole.
Sure.
You get on a bus, which is a shithole.
Right.
You're sitting next to people who are disgusting.
Right.
You're going and staying at a Days Inn or someplace like that.
Carrying your Bugs Bunny head.
And then you're meeting people. So, God, when you get
Sounds
home.
bad, right?
Oh, you must soak yourself in bleach. Ugh, gross. Anyway.
Well, I did send you a message about us maybe going to a podcast convention next year because actually it's a smart move in networking, which I hate doing.
Yeah, I'm good at I don't mind networking.
Could you imagine
I'm good at networking.
Some of the trolls we're going to meet?
Oh, can you imagine? Imagine the cholesterol level in the room. Of the podcast.
Yeah, you know,
hiking's
a big deal these days. I don't imagine we're going to encounter a lot of people that give it a shot there.
No, and also we're going to meet a lot of people whose eyes are going to be so wide open because they're actually outside. They've left their safe space where they're doing their podcast. Their mom isn't there to make them sandwiches or give them their juice boxes, and they're going to have to be in among the real world. We're going to fucking own that place.
There's a lot of deep vein thrombosis waiting to happen.
You and
at the podcast convention.
We're going to own that place. We will be the kings of the podsters.
Yeah. We think that now, and then we're going to go there and go,
Oh my God! What if
doesn't our
everybody
boots suck?
What if everybody looks just like us?
1, 2, 3.
Here's number 3.
Ah, yes. You have another one, too, and this is less of a news item.
As well, it is breaking news.
It's almost like one more from the road part 2, but who gives a shit? It's our show.
It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
You know what? And people at the podcast convention
are going to love it.
We're going to love this story. I may have inadvertently compared my wife to North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.
Is that right?
Yes.
And how...
All right, we have a dog. We got a new dog, Jack. Have I mentioned Jack to you? Jack is a puppy.
You mentioned you got a new dog.
He's 8 months old. He's part shepherd, part feral wolf.
Okay.
All right. He's beautiful. He's tan. He's got personality. He's very stubborn.
So he's like Ricardo Montalban.
If Ricardo...
Beautiful, tan, and stubborn.
Right.
He should be on Fantasy Island.
If Ricardo Montalban ran around your apartment pissing and shitting and biting everything, then yes.
I wish I had that. I wish I... Do you have a pet? Yes, Ricardo Montalban.
Really? Where is he? He's
home shitting all over my
He's shitting
carpet.
in the corner right now. He's shitting.
You gotta get him a little tiny companion, though, a little chihuahua. That's a thick plan.
He's shitting on my fine Corinthian leather, even as I speak. So anyway, we have Jack the dog, who we love and we adore, and he's 8 months old, but he needs to learn some manners. Okay, so we already got. It's not a choke chain. It's like one of those chains that has like prongs on it.
A reminder,
you know, and you just kind of say,
letting
hey,
them know you're there.
That's right. Here, come on, and it's great. It works. He walks great. He doesn't jump up on people when you're walking with him. He actually minds his manners. Mm-hmm. So that's working great. But he's constantly going after our ankles. He's constantly going after the cats. He puts the cat's whole head in his mouth.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's
testing limits.
It could be ugly.
Yeah.
So we're getting him. It's not a shock collar. It's a vibrating collar. All right. There's no shocking
Gets
involved.
his attention.
You know, there's a couple of prongs and you have like a little control. And so if he jumps up on something, you go, bzz, just buzz him.
Yeah.
And it reminds him, oh, shit, I shouldn't be doing that.
Okay.
You know, and you only have to do it a couple of times from what I understand. We haven't gotten it yet. We've ordered it, but they have to get it from some dungeon in Syria where they're making them. You know?
And if they ship it late, it's because somebody was like, fuck it, I'm going to the furry convention in Sacramento, California.
Exactly. Or U.S. warplanes have taken out the factory.
Yeah, right.
Either or.
Yeah.
So today we were sitting there.
So you're shocking your dog.
Well, he was. We're not shocking.
Electroshock
It's
therapy.
not electric.
I hear flaming arrows hitting the house. Pete is outside.
It's not electric.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this morning he was running around the house, and she said, "Oh, his day is coming." And I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, I can't wait till the collar comes because we then are going to teach him how to behave." And I said, "Ooh, I just got to chill." I said, "Now I know how Trump feels with the thought of North Korea getting nuclear devices."
Right? Yeah.
I said,
your day is coming.
Yeah, I said, I fear for the little people now.
Yeah,
because first of all, you already have him in chains.
Yeah,
because of the collar.
Yeah,
I said, and she said, "Did you just call me Kim Jong Un?" And I said, No. Even though I sort of did.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm just afraid of what you would do with the nuclear capability."
Sure.
I'm afraid. I said, here's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking on me and the cats as Guam. Right. And now, and you have the nuclear device to take out the dog if you have to. She said, but of course she's a woman, and she doesn't see me being funny at all in that.
No,
moment.
not funny.
All she thinks is that I called her a fat little North Korean with a shitty haircut and a bad attitude.
Yeah. So she picked up the paper and went, "Oh, Trump called me fat again. Let the missile go."
That's exactly. That's it. Well, here's the funny thing. She called me just before we started taping this today, and she said, I answered the phone. I'm like, hello. And she's like, oh, you want me to pick up food for dinner? And I was like...
Hindsight let her enjoy the joke. A little room, a little space between the punchline, and she got it.
Right. And it also